my appendix hurts just hearing that story. All right, so next up is Ingrid, and she is going to tell us what happens when your podcast starts making money. Sounds like a good problem to have.
Okay, so you are a little baby podcaster in your studio, in your closet, and you have the blue bubble that says, I'm gonna help so many people, or you have the green bubble that says, podcasting is gonna make me rich. Which one is more delusional? Hopefully neither. So the good news is, it doesn't matter who you are, whether you're an accidental media star, an intentional monetizer, or an entrepreneur with a marketing budget. That's me, the baby, with the dollar and the microphone. It doesn't matter what motivates you, whether it's money or fame or goodwill. The concepts for profitability are always the same, pretty much. So what that is that when you start making money as a podcaster, it's really easy for it to feel like play money. So cash in the monopoly money, because when was the last time you made a good decision with monopoly money? Probably never. So if any of you ever heard of this guy, Michael Calloway, it's probably first having him on your podcast. He's brilliant, he's crazy, but he's brilliant because he talks about human behavior. So here's human behavior illustration number 1, baby behavior. You have a starving baby, you put ice cream, broccoli in front of them, gonna eat the ice cream every time. Human behavior number 2, accountants have been giving zebras financial reports for millions of years and to help them with their financial decisions, and they ignore it. They look at their bank statements. This zebra is trapped because this podcasting zebra has been given this formula: revenue minus expenses equals profit. The zebra spends all of her money on oats, and she has no profit left over. So we had a chat, I gave her this formula: revenue minus profit equals expenses. Fewer oats, lots of money in the bank, and she's meeting her dietary goals. So next, don't mix business and pleasure. And I'm not talking about what you do after the shindig later tonight, that's your business. I'm talking about bank accounts, separate bank accounts. And I'm not just talking about 2 bank accounts. I'm talking about at least 5 bank accounts. I know this sounds crazy. And maybe like your banker's gonna look at you with cross eyes, but it works because it's a system. And because grandma had it right with that old envelope system, and the reason is, we are not logical beings, we're not rational beings. Economists will tell you that. We need systems to help us with human behavior, with our behavior, so that we do the right thing. So, behavior illustration number 3, spaghetti. You have 4 pounds of spaghetti in front of you, you're gonna gain 400 pounds in a year. You have 4 ounces of spaghetti in front of you every night, you're gonna lose 400 pounds in a year. And that's because portions help us make better decisions. Okay, so these are your portions. These are your small plates. Income, profit, owner's pay, tax, operating expenses, flows into income, and then out into these 4 accounts. Illustration number 4 is Parkinson's law dictates that any project will expand to fill the time allocated to it. And it's the same with toothpaste. You get a new tube of toothpaste, you're gonna use it all up and it's gonna disappear, and then you're gonna make use of it. Same with money. Translation, you get money for a sponsorship and you're gonna talk about your oats, and that's gonna all flow into your income account. And then from that income account, it's gonna flow into your profit account and your owner's pay account. That's your money, that's gonna make you rich. Okay, so then you can say, I'm a podcast host with a side business instead of I'm an insurance salesman with a podcast. So then after that, it flows from your income account into taxes, because it really sucks at the end of the year to find out that you owe a bunch of taxes. And after that, operating expenses, because you don't get that big fancy studio until you're actually paying yourself. And this happens twice a month, because that's what sets a rhythm, and then you can pay your bills in batches, and that's what's going to help you get control over your spending. And if you have debt, whether it's for your podcast or whether it's personal debt, then you can use this to eradicate that debt, which feels fantastic, really good. Awesome. Amazing. And you don't have to do it alone because, you know, when you are in an airplane and has autopilot, that doesn't mean that you can fly the airplane. So same applies to accounting systems and financial systems. So if you want to do it DIY, I have that book Profit First. I have like 3 of them in my bag. I'll give them to you if you're brave enough to come talk to me for free.
All right, everyone, give it.